Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley and today we're going to be rounding up all of my April beauty empties. Empties videos, I don't know if they're still a big thing here on YouTube, but I personally really value them because I know exactly how I feel about a product when I use it up in its entirety. First impressions are great. Favorites are actually really great too, because typically with favorites, you've used them for a good bit of time, but when you use a product up entirely, you have a very clear idea of what you think of it. And so I personally find those very valuable. If you find them valuable, give me a thumbs up so that I know to continue making these. But without further ado, let's talk about everything here in my empties. So I don't have a ton of empties this month, but I do have a few that I'm very proud of. So let's go ahead and start with this baby here on top. This is my Pharmacy Green Clean Melt Away Makeup Balm. I love this. You guys know I cannot stop singing its praises. It is such a good product. Scraped mine out entirely. So good. I was not able to stretch it out until the Sephora sale, so I was using something else in the interim, but I have already replaced this because it is just hands down the best first step makeup cleanser that I have personally ever tried. So if you have been curious about it, totally buy it. It is fabulous. They have a few other scents now in this line. It was asked of me whether or not I had tried any of the other scents, and I haven't. I actually really like the scent of the original, so I haven't felt the need to branch out, but the formula is outstanding. So good. All right, so we do actually have a declutter in here, which I usually do first, so I apologize for being out of order. But if you saw my most recent Trash or Treasure, which I will make sure to link up there for you, I am decluttering one of my ColourPop Ultra Satin Lips. This is in the shade Wink. I've had this for a very long time now, and the scent is starting to change. It's not full-on rancid, but it is changing enough that it kind of put me over the edge as far as what to do with this product. I really enjoy the Ultra Satin Lip formula, even though it has been discontinued. However, because it does have more of that sort of cushiony feel to it, because it doesn't dry down completely, super dark shades like this one aren't my favorite in this formula. And I didn't know that at the time that I bought this, and so I'm glad that I know that now, because even though this has been discontinued, this formula, other companies make somewhat similar type of products, and I know to shy away from these types of very dark vampy colors. So does not count towards my overall balance as far as how much I've used up from dollar perspective, but I do like to let you guys know when I am decluttering something. So that sadly is a declutter. I do also have this right here. This is from Peter Thomas Roth. This is the Water Drench Hyaluronic Cloud Cream. This is just a deluxe sample. So possibly an unpopular opinion, but I think Peter Thomas Roth is overpriced and overhyped. Like, this was fine, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's worth the amount that you spend on a full size. It had that texture where it comes out as a cream, but then as you apply it to your skin, it kind of, I don't want to say breaks down, but it feels like it's turning into a liquid sort of thing. It's a very interesting texture. Not one that I find that I really enjoy though. I don't feel like this gave enough hydration to my skin, and especially for the price tag, this is not something that I could see myself purchasing in the future. I did also use this guy up here. This is by Youth to the People. This is the Maki and Acai Prickly Pear Goji Super Berry Hydrate and Glow Oil. I finished this up in my A to Z project pan. And I'll make sure that all of these videos that I'm referencing are going to be linked in the description box below, because, you know, that's some good project panning there, friends. So I do not see where I would purchase this in the future. I personally don't love facial oils just for myself personally. And to be honest, I think this might have been what was breaking me out. When I first jumped into that project, I had a ton of skincare in there and I tried to use it all at once, which I know is such a huge no-no because it freaks out your skin, and my skin freaked out, which is why I still have all of these blemishes that even though they've gone away and the skin is flat, it holds on to the pigmentation for so long. But I cut a lot of those things out and just stuck with this right here, and I still continue to break out somewhat, so I think this might have been it. The thing that has me really feeling like it was is because since it's been empty, I haven't gotten any new breakouts. So we're actually gonna knock on wood there. So I would not purchase that in the full size because I don't think that my skin loved it. What my skin did love is this right here. This is a deluxe sample of the Shiseido Urban Environment Oil-Free UV Protector Broad Spectrum SPF 42 for face. Come on, here we go. I love Shiseido SPF. I love the texture of it. It is very liquidy, so be aware of that. It's very liquidy, and it does probably leave a white cast, to be quite honest with you. I'm basically white, so you can't really tell on my skin. And once I put makeup over it, you really couldn't tell. But it is definitely got a white base to it, but it works into the skin so nicely, and it leaves just a beautiful like finish to your skin. I really enjoyed this. I have another similar size Shiseido SPF. I think it's a slightly different formula. It came in the SPF Sephora Favorites bag that I got last year, and it's something that I would definitely, if I had no more SPF and I needed to buy some, that would be a strong heavy contender because I really enjoyed it a lot. I have some foils in here, which I don't ever count towards my totals, but I do like to share with you. This is the Briochio. This was a duo. This was the exfoliating shampoo as well as the charcoal and peppermint oil cooling jelly conditioner. So you guys know that I do really enjoy this product. In fact, I did pick up a small size of it in the most recent Sephora sale. So love that. Definitely recommend it. Typically, because I also, in addition to double cleansing my skin when I wash my hair, I am a lather, rinse, and repeat kind of gal. So typically with that, I will go in first with a clarifying shampoo to help just get my hair nice and squeaky clean. And then I'll go in for my second shampoo with the Briochio Scalp Revival. And it just is so lovely. I adore the scent. The scent is fantastic, but also the grit in there is a smaller, finer grit. So I feel like it actually penetrates through my hair and gets to my scalp to actually do what it is it's supposed to be doing. So big fan of that. This, on the other hand, the conditioner was just kind of okay, in my opinion. It smelled very nice. It had a very similar scent to the shampoo. In fact, that actually smelled to me like the white Tic Tacs, where it's minty but vanilla too. I really did enjoy the scent of it very much. But as far as how it worked in my hair, it was just okay. I don't know that it gave me quite enough hydration. And I used the whole sample. Now, if I were to have purchased it, would I have used more? Quite possibly, just because I didn't feel like I was getting enough in my hair to do what, or to make it feel like it usually does when I'm applying conditioner in the shower. I hope you're following me there. So, I don't know, but I didn't find enough promise in it to make me want to purchase a full size. So, it's fine, smells phenomenal, but probably not something I'll pick up. And then I do have a couple of things right here. I did finish off some makeup cleansing wipes. These are the Garnier Simple ones, the Sensitive Skin Cleansing Facial Wipes. I really like these a lot. This, I don't know how long it had been open because I kind of found it while I was cleaning one day, and they were still really good. So I don't know how long it had been open, but the seal on here is pretty good, which I appreciate a lot. I like the quality of the cloth itself, and I feel like this works really well. However, I will throw the caveat in there that I don't typically use these on my face. Sometimes I'll use them to clean up my eyeliner, or not eyeliner, but my eyeshadow. But what I use them most frequently for is removing swatches. So for that, I mean, I really, really like those a lot. I don't know that I would go out and purchase them specifically because I'll be honest, here lately I've been kind of lazy and I've just been using like the wipes that I use on my kids' butts. So don't know what that says about that, but it is something that I would recommend if you like the cleansing towels. They are really nice and I do like them. I also have this guy in here. This is the Exfoliating Watermelon and Citrus Foot Peel. I have no idea what brand this is by. I think it's called Say Hello or OK Life. I'm honestly really not sure. There are a lot of things on the back, but very few of them are in English. But this is a foot peel. So it was the first one that I had ever used. I was really excited to use it. I know that sounds really weird, but your girl has not had a pedicure in close to 2 years because of pregnancy and then COVID and just life. I have not had a professional look at my feet in far too long, and they were looking bad. I still really need to go get a pedicure, but I was really excited to use this because I've got some ugly feet, honey. So this worked somewhat well. It definitely did peel for me a week later. You put it on in the little booties, keep it on for an hour to an hour and a half, and then a week later your skin just peels right off. And I mean, that was kind of cool, but it didn't get all of the areas that I really wanted it to get to. Now, with that said, this is the first one I've ever used. I don't know if any of them would have, because again, it's been a while since I've had any sort of professional foot treatment. So would I recommend this? Yeah, I would, but I'm excited to try some other brands to see if I like them more. I hope that makes sense. And then the empty that I am legitimately the most proud of comes from this right here. No, I did not finish the whole thing. I wish. I would be bouncing off the darn walls if I finished an eyeshadow palette. But I did finish one of the shadows in here. So this was just a really shimmery gold shade. I'll see if I can find a picture of it because I'm pretty sure I had this in maybe my graveyard project pan last year. It was in some project. I think it was that one. So I'll see if I can find a picture of where I left off on it. But it was really nice. I just continued using it in the background, inner corner highlight, brow bone highlight, and then occasionally as an actual highlight if I wasn't wearing really any other makeup, because it wasn't as impactful as I typically want a highlighter to be. So on days where I wasn't wearing any makeup at all, it was really nice for that because it just gave a little bit of a glow that was quite nice. So I am very excited that I finished off an entire eyeshadow. That for me, that's so exciting. That very rarely happens. It's a big enough deal when I hit pan on an eyeshadow, but to actually completely use it up is outstanding. So very, very excited about that. So how much did I use up this month in empties? I will remember to put it right here. Editing Ashley will get it popped in right there for you. And I think that I probably did pretty well. I haven't added it up yet, otherwise I would have said it out loud, but I feel like I had some really good items in there this month. Even if the dollar amount doesn't quite match it, I still feel really good about what I was able to use up. What did you get used up in the month of April? I would love to know. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope that you are having an amazing day, and I will see you next time. Bye.